Okay, so yesterday we talked about writing inequalities and substituting numbers in, and today we're going to talk about graphing. So we talked a little bit about this idea yesterday, how many answers that we can give to this problem, x is greater than 15. Just like when we wrote all those numbers on our board, it's the same idea, or on our desk. It's the same idea. So one of the things that we do differently when we're doing inequalities is we graph them so that we can write all of the possible answers. Because we could never list all of the numbers that are greater than 15, right? It's impossible for us to do. So we're going to use a number line to indicate all of the possible choices. That's the whole purpose of graphing them, and that's why we do it. So we're really just graphing, bless you, on a number line. And it looks somewhat like this when we graph it. Okay, we have, this would be the number 2. We have a circle that's either open or closed, and we have shading in one direction or the other. And we'll talk about what all that means in a second. But that's basically what you're going to be making as we work on these. Now, I have this graphing how-to inside your notes. Would you open up to that and just look at it with me? I'm just going to tell you a couple of things about it. It's really simple. Okay, so these steps are super simple. You just have to follow them. So it says, find the number on the number line. So if it said x is greater than 2, you would find the number 2. Draw an open circle if it is greater than or less than. Draw a closed circle if it is greater than or equal to or less than or equal to. Now, anybody have an idea? This is important, and I want you to get this idea. Why would we put an open circle if it's greater than or less than? And why would we put a closed circle on that number if it has an equal sign down below? What do you think that might mean? I'll give you a hint. It means it includes something. It includes something. We're not awake this morning, are we?
No, we're not.
All right, I will ask you that question again in a minute once we start, okay? I'll give you some time to think about it, okay? Now, this part right here, in order to follow the directions I'm about to give you, I want you to circle this one statement that's number 2. It says, make sure that the x is on the left. Now, we don't have to have the x on the left when we solve problems. However, for graphing, when we put the x on the left, it makes it very easy for us to follow the steps that I'm going to give you. And then it says, shade in the direction the symbol is pointing. The symbol is pointing. And we're going to get to what that means in just a second. So remember, open circle, and this is in your notes also, means not equal. Closed circle means is equal. Okay? Now, let's go to an example of this. All right, so we have this inequality. X is greater than 2. So we want to shade all of the numbers that are greater than 2. Now, let me ask you a question. Does that include the number 2? No, it doesn't. So we're going to put an open circle on the number 2. Now, I'm going to go back to my question I asked you just a minute ago. Anybody have an idea why I put an open circle? What does the open circle mean? Why would I put an open circle instead of a closed circle? Bella, what do you think?
An open circle means that it's like not equal to.
It does not include the number 2, right? Yeah, you're exactly right. It means it does not include that number. It's not equal to. So because there is not an equal sign right here, so if there was that, we would put a closed circle. It includes it. But in this case, there is no equal sign. Oops, that's not what I want to do. There is no equal sign. So we're going to put an open circle. It means it does not include the number 2. Okay? And then it includes all the numbers greater than 2. Well, on the number line, which numbers are greater than 2? The ones to the right or the left?
Right. Right.
This way's right. This way's left.
That way.
To the right. Okay, good. So shading to the right, and you're gonna, when you shade these, you're gonna make it nice and dark so that I can tell that you've shaded it. And then you're going to put an arrow on the end. And what do you think the arrow means?
It goes further down.
Goes on forever. Keeps on going forever. We can't draw a number line that long, so we just put an arrow saying it always goes in that direction. Okay, so it does not include the number 2 because it says it's greater than the number 2, and it goes to the right. A little shortcut, and this is what I was talking about, why the X always has to be on the left to follow this. A little shortcut is, you see how this symbol points to the right? Do you see that?
Yeah. Oh.
Your arrow is also pointing to the right. Okay? That's a little shortcut for you. So, if that points to the right, we shade to the right. If that points to the left, we shade to the left. Okay? I was going to say, oh, that's why the X always has to be on the left-hand side. Yes?
Technically, like, if it was on our paper, wouldn't it be on the left side?
No. You'll see it in a second. Okay. All right. Okay, I think you have this one, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. So the first step is to put a circle on the number -4. So everybody put a circle on the number -4. Now, my question is it an open circle or a closed circle? Closed. It's closed because of this equal sign, because it includes the number -4. Got it? Okay. And look, when you make that circle, make it nice and big so I can tell whether you're opening it or closing it. Even if it's like way oversized, that's fine. Then I can see it. Okay? And it says everything less than or equal to -4. So are we going to shade to the right or to the left? Left. We're going to shade to the left because all of those are numbers less than -4. Also, our shortcut is to say, oh, look, the arrow up here is pointing to the left. We are going to shade to the left. Got it? Yep. Okay, that's just a little shortcut to help you. Nope. It's pointing. If you think about this as pointing in a direction, it's pointing to the left. Yep. Okay. All right, so I think you have this in your notes. Go ahead and create this one. Your circle goes on which number? 6. Is it open or closed?
Open.
And you're shading to the right or the left?
Right.
To the right. Very good. Okay. Okay. Now again, this is the one place where you might make a mistake, is if you try to follow that shortcut I just showed you, and you have your X on the right-hand side like it is here, you'll get it wrong because you'll shade to the right. So you need to flip everything around. Put the X over here. Flip the sign. Do you see how it's greater than here? Less than there? Means the same thing, right?
Yeah.
And then 6 is on that side. So I believe you have this example in your notes. Is that true?
Yes.
All right. So let's do it. First step is to switch the order. So we're going to put X is greater than 5. Right? Okay, then we're going to put a circle on. We're going to, is it going to be open or closed?
Open.
Open. Shade to the right. Very good. Okay. I agree. I think it is too. Okay. Now, we're going to go in the opposite direction now for just a second. We're going to write some inequalities. So we're going to take a graph and we're going to write the inequality that goes with it. So let me give you the steps. It's very easy. I don't think you have this one in your notes. So just follow along with me. The first thing is we put an X. We always just put the X to start with. Now, the number that we're going to be using is what number?
-5.
Good. You see the circle is on -5, right? So over here we're going to put -5. Now all we have to do is decide what goes in between it. Okay, so First of all, is it going to have an equal sign?
No.
No, because it's an open circle. So no equal sign. So is it greater than? Are we shading all the numbers that are greater than -5? Or is it less than?
Greater.
Greater than. Again, our shortcut still works because our shading is to the right. Our arrow points to the right. Okay?
I like this.
Yeah, it's different and it's a lot simpler, right?
Yes.
Okay, so look at this one. Let's start with x. I don't think I gave you this one, did I?
No.
Yeah, so x, and then what's our number? 0. Make sure you're looking. Some of you are looking at your paper instead of up here. X and 0. Open circle or closed circle?
Close.
Closed, so we put an equal sign. Shade to the right or to the left? Right. Close. The right. Shaded this way. Okay?
Yes.
All right, and I think I have one more thing for you, and that is, oh, sorry. Look at this one. When you know which one is the answer, raise your hand. When you know which one is the answer, raise your hand. Let's make this fast. Because y'all can do this. Sean, which one?
D.
I'm sorry, A?
D.
D. Sorry, D. So x is less than or equal to -1. Except for, is the circle on -1? It's okay. Look at it again. Which one should it be?
C.
C. Very good. Because the circle is on +1, right? Good job. Okay? All right, this one. Okay, Bella.
C.
C, x is greater than -9. Very good. Shaded to the right, so that's greater than. X is there's an open circle and it's on -9. Excellent. Okay, now, these 4 are in your notes. Would you write these real quickly on your paper? And we're just about done. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Closed circle, remember, that means you have an equal sign. Open circle, no equal sign. So I gave you that little reminder. Open circle, open O, not. Closed circle is. That might help you remember it. All right.